Hi, Lewis. I'm just hanging out here in Oregon on a nice rainy day, waiting for the sourdough bread to get done baking. I'd share it with you, but you're on the wrong side of the country, buddy. Maybe next time.
Hi, Lewis. It's Bob Bernowski, a full-time van dweller, and right now I'm out here on the Columbia River in Oregon. Anyhow, have a safe trip back home. Bye now.
Hello, Mr. Lewis. It's nice to make your acquaintance.
All of us surely enjoy watching your videos.
You inspire us to want to take to the road and live in a van, too.
Thanks for all the videos you make. We look forward to each and every one.
Those are just a few clips. Some, for one reason or another, didn't quite work, so I apologize for that. And of course, can't forget Chris and Lydia. Just act normal. Are you acting normal?
Oh. You didn't give me any. You're so bad. No, I don't eat candy.
Take a bite.
I don't eat candy before I eat my lunch.
Hey! Did it!
Oh,
Took it right out of my hand. Without you, I would just be making videos for myself, which would be fine. I would be making the same thing, even if I was just making videos for one or two people. I would be making them the same way. When I had a house, I couldn't imagine my life without being in a house, right? I was never into RVs. I never had an RV. I never traveled in an RV. I never had a van before. I had a minivan, but I never had a van. I've camped before, and I've kayaked and up the Delaware River by myself. And I remember one time I kayaked, everybody was going down river, and I went up river because I was by myself. So if I go down river, you know, I had no way to get back. So I went up river for a whole day, camped in the middle of the river on an island, not even thinking, what if there's a flash flood? I'll be swept in the middle of the night. Or if the bear came, you know, I know I had made a fire, I cooked some food, I went to sleep. The next day I went up a little bit more, and then I started coming. But anyway, so I've camped, I've done some of that stuff, but I was never into RVing until I bought my van. And from the moment in 2012 that I realized, you know, I gotta do something, because I'm not going to have my house anymore. You know, I started thinking, the cogwheels started thinking, I started planning, I started looking at things, and then I came across vans, and of course I'm like, yeah, I can do that, because I don't know, I have this survival mentality that I'll survive in anything. If I had to survive in my car, I would have lived in my car. If I needed a tent, I would have survived in a tent. I would survive in any circumstances. That's my train of thought. That I don't necessarily need the van to survive. This van makes my life much more comfortable than if I didn't have the van, if I had a car or a tent. But having the van makes life so much easier. It's so nice being in here and hearing the rain fall on my roof. And knowing that I'm nice and cozy in here. I could have the vents going if it's summer. I can have my Webasto going if it's cold. And it's nice and cozy, and it's raining, and it's nasty outside. And I'm cozy in here. This is my home. I lay on my bed. I look towards this way, and the space just looks huge, you know. And I look at all this space here, and I'm like, this is all I need. I don't need anything else. What else do you need from life? What else do you need in life? You need food, shelter, and health. right? And of course, you, even if you don't think you do, you need God, because God holds you together. God holds the universe together. He holds your breath. If God lets go, your breath will cease. In a split second, you are dead. So God holds your life together. Even if you don't believe in God, He still believes in you. So you need those things to be happy. And I have all I need to be happy. I don't need a big house to be happy. If I had a taller van, I would be, you know, that would be a little bit better. Just, you know, I've always said from the moment I bought my van, I wish I had a taller van. And I tried waiting for the Sprinter to come out, but it wasn't coming out. And then I waited, and then I had to buy this one. And I'm very happy with what I got. I'm extremely happy. But if I'm never going to deny, if I had a van that I could stand up in and walk a few steps and have a counter for my kitchen, all that would be excellent. Maybe in the future I'll have something like that. For now, I am very happy with the decision that I made, because I needed something to stay stealth because of where I work and where I have to stay while I work. So I'm extremely happy. 3 years have gone by so quick. I hope God allows me to be around a few years more. It's up to Him. But I have no intention to going back to a house, none whatsoever. Of course, I can't predict the future. I don't know what the future will hold. Nobody does. You can say whatever you want, but you don't know what tomorrow brings, much less 2, 3, 4, 10 years down the line. Nobody knows. But my intention is to stay in a van or something similar. Maybe I'll buy a piece of land somewhere out west, maybe one piece of land where it's warm in the winter, and another one where it's cool in the summer. But other than that, I don't want a house. I don't need a house. And even if I don't buy any land, I don't buy any land. I don't need to buy land. I mean, there's plenty of places out west that you can go, and all across the country. You can live basically anywhere. And I'm living here in the Northeast. Don't have to pay rent, don't have to pay utilities, don't have to pay any of that stuff. I'm my own landlord. You know, unfortunately I rent the basement and the second floor, but I get no money for that. I mean, it's terrible. But anyway, 3 wonderful years. I loved it. Of course, don't be fooled. If you're thinking of doing something like this, realize that when it's hot, you're going to be hot. When it's cold, you're going to be cold. Now, having said that, it doesn't mean that when it's hot, you can't cool down, because you can. You can park in the shade if you want, or you can leave the van. If you have a solar panel, park it in the sun and just go where it's cool. You know, go inside, or get an air conditioner for your van. There's ways to keep cool. And when it's cold, you can have a body heater, you can have a Webesto like I have, or you can just bundle up. So there's ways to circumvent the cold and the heat. But for periods of time, you are going to be cold and you are going to be hot. So that's the bad news. The good news is, it's a wonderful life. You have wheels, you can go whatever you want. You have no landlord, no mortgage, and your backyard or your front yard could be whatever you want it to be. So that's all I got. 3 beautiful years. For you do not delight in sacrifice, otherwise I would give it. You are not pleased with burnt offering. The sacrifices of God are a broken spirit. A broken and a contrite heart, O God, you will not despise. Psalm 51, 16, 17.